It was a day like any other at Apalachee High School. Students were at their desks, lost in textbooks and teenage chatter. Then everything changed. Gunshots rang through the school, shattering the normalcy. Panic seized the students and staff. Teachers barricaded their classrooms, their faces etched with fear and determination to protect their students. The first responders arrived quickly, sirens wailing as they converged on the scene. Police officers, their faces grim, rushed into the building, weapons drawn. Outside the school, parents gathered, their faces etched with terror and desperation. As the dust settled, the grim reality of the shooting began to emerge. The victims, young lives full of promise, were gone. Among the victims was Sarah, a bright and bubbly cheerleader who dreamed of becoming a veterinarian. Then there was David, a talented artist who could capture the beauty of the world around him with his sketches. And then there was Miss Johnson, a beloved English teacher who had a passion for literature and a gift for inspiring her students. These were just a few of the lives lost that day, each one a story unfinished. The families of the victims were left to grapple with the unimaginable pain of their loss. The community rallied around them, offering support and solace during this time of unimaginable grief. But the scars of that day ran deep, a constant reminder of the tragedy that had befallen them. In the wake of the shooting, the community of Apalachee came together in a remarkable display of unity and resilience. Candlelight vigils were held, the flickering flames a symbol of hope and remembrance. Counselors and therapists volunteered their services, providing a listening ear and guidance to those struggling to cope with the trauma. Donations poured in from across the country, a testament to the outpouring of support for the victims and their families. The community, though reeling from the tragedy, found strength in their collective grief and determination to support one another. The shooting at Apalachee High School sparked a national conversation about gun control, school safety, and the need for mental health resources. As the community mourned, investigators worked tirelessly to piece together the events that led to the shooting. The shooter, a student at the school, was taken into custody at the scene. The investigation delved into his background, searching for any red flags or warning signs that may have been missed. They examined his social media activity, looking for clues about his state of mind and any potential motives. The investigation also focused on the shooter's access to firearms. The community, desperate for answers, waited anxiously for the results of the investigation. They hoped that by understanding what happened, they could begin to heal and prevent such a tragedy from ever happening again. The shooting at Apalachee High School sent shockwaves across the nation, once again forcing Americans to confront the scourge of gun violence. It reignited the debate over gun control, with advocates calling for stricter laws and opponents defending the Second Amendment. In the aftermath of the shooting, politicians offered their condolences and called for action. Some advocated for stricter gun control measures, such as universal background checks and assault weapons bans. Others emphasized the need for improved mental health resources and school safety measures. The tragedy sparked a national conversation about how to prevent future tragedies. The shooting also highlighted the issue of gun violence in schools, a growing concern in America. The national conversation sparked by the tragedy, though difficult and divisive, offered a glimmer of hope that change might be possible. The road to healing after a tragedy like the Apalachee High School shooting is long and arduous. The community faced the daunting task of rebuilding their lives and finding a way to move forward in the shadow of such immense loss. Counseling services were made available to students, staff, and community members, providing a safe and supportive environment to process their emotions. As the initial shock subsided, the focus shifted to rebuilding and moving forward. The school community came together to create a plan for moving forward, one that prioritized the emotional well-being of students and staff. They implemented trauma-informed practices, created spaces for remembrance and reflection, and fostered a culture of support and understanding. They channeled their grief into advocacy, working to prevent future tragedies by addressing the root causes of gun violence. The long road to healing was paved with both grief and action, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit.